We are live in Miami. As the Heat are about to go into this interconference contest here, I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. First game of this trip here for the Blazers. They're hoping to start it off with a W.
Kevin, you know, you always try and get that first game that starts a long road trip to kind of just put your group in the right frame of mind and build some early momentum.
Well, Adebayo usually has the advantage over other bigs when it's time to run.
Turner up top. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
Here's Hero, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey.
Well, he's a volume three-point shooter in this league. Hero can really do damage from that.
It's been a quick start for Miami. It's a 5-point game.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has three key things for a defender, all right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, the guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Down low. Shots good by Turner.
Well, it's no secret Turner has range, but don't sleep on his ability to get the job done inside, too.
Pass to Adebayo, and stolen by Bull. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Trains the three-pointer. Maxey's got 7 points.
Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
Turner with the steal. Maxey feeling it out a bit. And he drives in. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And a wide open look for Hero. Nails the open triple off the fast break. He's got 8.
And he is so good from deep. Hero puts up high percentages on high volume.
Turner for 3. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you want to talk about being assertive? Turner was thinking shoot as soon as that pass was coming.
Here's Yaka Jonas. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times had passed, their seats had grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Well, we've all watched Maxi's game grow through the years, and he continues to improve.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. This is his third free throw attempt of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. 34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Out to Turner. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Wiggins surveying the floor. There's the drive. Kicks it out to Jones. Taken away by Holiday. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Yaka Jonas. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Heat lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly.
15. Portland. 14.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
First team foul.
Up top, Sharp. Miami grabs the miss.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
So much great work being done by players in this league, Coach. Herb Jones, for instance, doing a lot to help with financial literacy.
Yeah, I think sometimes, Kevin, what these guys do off the court is overlooked by people, especially maybe that are outside of the community that guy plays in at the time. But there's a lot of guys like Herb Jones who really take the time and make the effort to help people in their communities.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Kevin, back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And finished off by Williams.
Well, aside from his athleticism, what makes Williams such a great above-the-rim threat is his incredible 7'6" wingspan.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Dance crew. Let's give him another big hand.
The Heat trail by 3. To the middle. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And coach, for teams defending the pick and roll, you often hear coaches talking about being at the level. What does that mean?
Well, Kevin, what it means is the guy guarding the screener, the defender guarding the screener, has to be all the way up with that guy at the point of the screen, as opposed to being in drop coverage where the guy defending the screener will lay back.
A shot by Messi, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. That was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Going inside, and the dunk by Grant.
What an explosive athlete. Grant playing well above the rim.
Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And the Heat making a change here.
For Miami, number 14, Tyler Hero.
Here's Hero. He's got 10. Rebound by Williams. Trailblazers leading by 3. Now, here's Sean. He has 5. Here's Gillespie. 4 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Thibault can't get it to go. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Miami Heat. To the inside. Nisi. And Nisi throws it down.
That's just a great pass.
Here we go, fans.
Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup for the Trailblazers. Over in the corner, Turner. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's 1:26 left now here in the second. To the paint. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Krills the three-pointer. Wiggins has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Stolen by Hero. And it's the Heat on the break. And again, Miami with the triple. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
It's a nice little sleight of hand trick there by Jones.
Right side, Maxey. Pass to Bull. Kicks it out to Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Bull. Over in the corner, Turner. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Jonas' shot is good. From deep, Maxey. That shot, no good. And so it's the Miami Heat holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Inside. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Turner. Back to Maxey. Jonas grabs the rebound. The Heat leading by 8. Now, Wiggins. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Outside Turner. There's the steal. Pass to Adebayo. And it's sent back by Turner.
Well, you see just how threatening Turner is. Any shot that comes within reach of him is in danger.
Bangs home the trifecta. Maxi's got 12.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back to you.
Yeah, he's finding that balance. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And so here's Portland. They trail by 9 points. Here's Maxey. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Over in the corner, Hero. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
The #1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins. Certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers trailed by 7. Here's Maxey. Takes it inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Hero from long range. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So both teams making some changes here. 1:32 left to play in the third. To the inside. Stolen by Hero. The drive by Mitchell. Messi. No good with the layup. Trailblazers trailed by 10. Stolen by Hero. One-on-one here. Here's Powell. Williams with the block.
Yeah, Williams gets at least one swat a game. He's got great anticipation.
For the 3. It's hauled in by Hero.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Powell, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. Here's Sharp. Dives to the hoop.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Trailblazers trailed by 10. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. This is his second trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Sharp.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shake Sharp is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
Fires from deep. Sinks the triple. Yaga Jonas has got 11 points. The Trailblazers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Sharp. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Let's hear it for your Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
Maxey, that's a two-pointer. And so it's the Miami Heat holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
48, Portland, 40. Here we go, fans.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Heat leading by 8. And it's Ware in the corner. Good on the three-point shot. Ware's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Heat.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
Right side, Adebayo. Wiggins from outside. The rebound by Turner. Trailblazers trailed by 9. Out left of the wing. Maxey with it. Here's Kamara. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Sharp missing. Adebayo the screen. To the middle. Kicks it out to Wiggins. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Wiggins has got the lead up to 12 now for Miami. Pass to Sharp. Driving the lane. And he slams it down right on top of Bam Adebayo.
Oh, man. Sharp makes that look way too easy. That's elite bounce.
Jonas' shot is good.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And but look at the basket guy still shaking. Trailblazers trailed by 10. Sharp with it. Picked up by Hero. Cleared away by Adebayo.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And down goes the three.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Oh, takes the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. Well, Stan, one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things, and a lot of times those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
And that one is good.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Free throw good, Jonas. Trailblazers trailed by 14. Maxey. Not that time. It won't go. A huge two-handed slam.
They're in total command of this game. Time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Miami.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
Can't get it.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Sharp. Here he goes.
Assist from Matisse Thybulle.
And Miami has possession. Adebayo the screen. Jacks up a 3. Wiggins. Now Adebayo. It's stolen by Thybulle. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. It's stolen by Thybulle. Shaedon Sharpe. No good from 3. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend